We may not win today, gentlemen, but we'll have a good time.
All right, so we're gonna look at, Rob's gonna paint his Apprentice today, Apprentice Wizard for Frostgrave. Here we go, we'll get a good shot of it. But let's think a little bit real quick about how we're gonna tackle this one. You kind of have a color scheme idea in mind?
Well, we've done blue, green, red. What else comes after that?
Yeah, you know, you could go with one you like. Do you have one that you like the look of the best?
I think the green dudes actually turned out really, really good.
Yeah. A green robe would look awesome.
I'm thinking something like these guys are kind of a dirty green.
Yeah.
Because they're the grunts,
they're the
frontline
scrubs.
people.
Yeah.
I'm thinking like some sort of bright neon green, like bright colors. Like we're looking at real bright stuff.
Green a little bit more in this range.
Yeah, exactly. And maybe like maybe some sort of like orange highlight to come on some of that stuff.
You know what else is going to look good? If you did a bright orange, yellow, very bright lantern here, that orange and yellow is going to pop with the green, I think, as well. And boy, does she have a lot of
lots of
doodads and stuff like that. So I think especially with that, we'll probably, like we kind of done before, paint the robes first, and we'll paint out from it. That'll be the easiest. So that'll work out really good.
I feel like that snake should be kind of an ethereal, sort of supernatural snake. So I'm thinking like a silvery sheen sort of.
Ooh,
right now.
I have just the thing for you. How do you feel about going with a very, very vibrant blue, and I'll get a pearlescent kind of finishing paint where you just paint right over it and it'll have kind of a shimmery effect to it.
Ooh, that'll look good.
Let's tinker.
Especially with the green.
Yes, let's tinker with that. So blue snake, all the other stuff, staff and metal things, and I know you're good there. One thing I'm gonna say, think about this. You might want to, it's gonna be maybe a lot of green for the robes. She kind of looks like she has this shawl over that almost looks like a separate, you can see that cut. Okay. You could do a different color there. You could make the main robes green and do a different color there if you want, or I think it would look fine if they were all green as well. There's a lot of good stripes to follow your highlights there, folds in the robe and stuff.
I like that idea. It does look like a separate garment.
Maybe you could go orange there.
That would look good.
I think that would look pretty hot. The other thing you might want to think about is she kind of has this almost like a vest, it looks like. It looks like that's not part of the robe. It looks like a vest that's sewn kind of in the middle. You might, from the front here, I would maybe from the back too, paint the vest down to like the belt area, like a different, maybe that leathery red, maroon, leathery kind of look would be kind of cool there. Green would look probably good too. Green would look really good in with the robe there, but you might be able to differentiate that a little bit if you want to. So I would start with since the deep painting around the lantern will be easier. So maybe start with the bright orange or yellow, and you might even paint it a nice bright orange, like wicked bright, and then come back and paint a bright yellow little stripe in the middle, and it'll look like it's really bright and kind of fading out.
Okay.
You'd be fine. I think that would work really good.
Gotcha.
That's gonna look so good. The other thing too that you can help differentiate, I'm thinking about the orange in the lantern being different, a yellowy orange different than the shoulder pad orange. You could always brighten it up with that bright yellow. Don't use that same yellow on the shoulder pads, but you could also kind of highlight with this color on the shoulder pads and then wash it, and that would kind of fabric dull it down rather than the bright lantern.
Oh, sure.
That might be a good help as well.
Heck yeah, dude.
Take me back. Sometimes I guess at stuff like that though, if I haven't really done it, and I just try it out and it looks a little different than I thought in a cool way. Yeah. Experiment and learn. Well, what do you feel like we had to do this one in a couple days, so this is kind of a half and half.
I just changed shirts.
Yeah,
That's
it's just that we just were sweating from painting so hard. What do you feel like? Do you feel like there's anything that's a little bit different technique-wise that you did for the Apprentice, or anything that you feel like you're getting a better handle on, or thing like maybe not different techniques, but things you feel like you might be refining a little bit?
Well, it's certainly layering stuff up, going from dark to light, especially with how the snake turned out. I feel really good about that.
Yes.
I think there's a lot more depth there, and just overall comfort level definitely a lot higher than the previous ones. So I'm feeling. I feel like I'm more into a groove now.
Right. The confidence factor just kind of going up. So it's not that it's necessarily different techniques, but I will say, I'll try to show a good close-up of this. You did a good job coming in on the neckline for this like necklace amulet, because you painted the flesh and you came in and did that detail. That's a fine detail that I bet a lot of people would find intimidating. You know, where you feel like that's just. Did you go about it any different, or is it just kind of you're feeling better control of the brush?
Yeah, definitely feeling a lot better, holding stuff, brush strokes. Significantly improved over my first attempt.
Yeah.
Just sort of the mechanics of painting, definitely a lot better at that now.
Cool. Another one down. We just have your wizard to paint.
Yep.
So that'll be
the final exam.
The next one, the final exam. Everything's coming full circle. So we'll do that one next time, and then Rob will have his warband done, and then we'll look to do some Frostgrave games. So you can finally play. Yeah, there we go. So cool. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope if you're a beginning painter, you kind of find some inspiration from how Rob's really coming along. It's kind of fun for me to see. I'm sure it kind of is fun to see yourself kind of getting better at a skill or a hobby. But it's looking good, man. And we'll see you guys next time for the last one for the Wizard.